Okay, here we are at the Ironworker. I've got a Metal Pro Ironworker 4000. It's the most economical ironworker I've ever found. By the way, I'm not paid spokesman for any of these companies or any of these products I mentioned. It just so happens to be what I use and what I can afford mainly. But if you like any of this stuff, feel free to tell these guys you saw it on my video. I do shit less. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, Big T, if you want to get a shot, this is the punch station. This is set up. It has a lot of tools on it right now. This is the punch station we're going to use to make the hole. Okay, so all we got to do, like I said before, it has a little prick on the bottom of it. All we got to do is line that up, and what I like to do is kind of jerk around on it so I know for sure that the little prick on the end of the punch is lined up with my hole. Okay, come down, letter E. Okay, when it falls free like that, you pretty much know you're through. Turn it a little bit so it'll strip good. It'll come up and it'll hit these strippers. Okay, and that holds it down while it pulls it up. Okay, so there's half of the process of making the bracket. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to cut along this line right here. Okay, to make that easier, since we use this a ton, what we did was we retrofitted. We put this on here. This is called the 3-in-1 tool. This tool will shear flat right here. That's what this part here does. It'll shear rod through here. Come down and get a picture of that, Big T. It'll shear rod through here, and it'll shear angle iron. All 3-in-1. So that we get nice square cuts. We retrofitted. We just made this bracket dead square with the cutting surface, so that when we go to cut something, all we got to do is feed it in against this rest here. Okay, I'll just get some pressure, a little bit of pressure with this pressure plate. I'll get just a little bit of pressure on there. I don't need it that tight yet because I'm still positioning. Okay, I'll come down with the jaw, with the cutting jaw. Line that up with my layout mark. You want to get a close look at that. Okay. Make sure I'm square. Tighten these down a little bit more, just so it's in there. It doesn't move around on me. Hit the lever. Okay, now we're over here at the 12-inch sanding wheel. I call it the fingernail remover, because one time I got my finger caught in it and it quickly removed my fingernail. So henceforth and forever and bitter end, this machine will probably be known as the fingernail remover. Since then we moved the shelf in to make it a lot easier. One of the things I like to do is just keep a cup of water sitting on this machine, so that as things get hot, too lazy to go hunt down gloves, so as things get hot I just throw it in that glass of water and pull it back out. Okay, all I'm going to do is just put some nice little round corners on here. Nothing magical, nothing special, just to kind of give it a finished look, kind of give it a professional look. I'm also going to deburr any edges that were cut before, give them a little bit of chamfer, clean them up, and give them a little bit of a clean surface so that when the weld goes on, it penetrates a little better. Okay, so quite simple to deburr the flat edges. Okay, and what I like to do is get the table nice and clean so I can lay my piece on there flat like that. Looking for a little bit of a Gumby look. Just give me a little bit of a corner. I'll try to replicate that here. See what the side looks like. It doesn't have layout marks. Okay, here's the 2 1/16 drill tapped faced slug that Big T turned for me off camera. This is the slug that'll fit between here and here. Stand that off and give us some stiffness. Okay. Okay, that slug fits in there. Here's the piece we just made. So we've got 3 attachment points. We've got the original point we worked off of. We got the middle stiffener that's going to bear off of the fender. And we've got the bottom piece that we'll tack on here in just a second, probably off camera. It's hard to film welding. That's the basic design. We'll tack these 2 on. We'll probably re-spacer out this the way this is sitting on here so that the chain rides in the middle. And that's basically it. Installation of the chain tensioner on Doc Goebel's Trump Card 2. Okay. Okay, so we tacked the middle spacer, slightly tacked it in place. We tacked the bottom. You can see that's just going to be, even though we're using this thing came with a really thin plate, it's just stiffer than all heck. I'm moving the bike and not even the bracket at all. You can see that we're going to have nice movement and tension of the roller on the chain. And we also, Big T, if you want to get a downward shot, we took some time and put some spacers in, so we centered the roller across the chain as well, so that the chain's going to run right in the middle of that roller where you want it to. That does it.